Hey guys, Mike the Cop here. I get a lot of questions about concealed pistol licenses or CCWs, whatever you call it, wherever you're from. A lot of people are asking if I have a gun on me when I get stopped by the police or I come in contact with the police, how should I respond? And I want to address that today in hopefully an engaging way. Just a quick little side note, obviously if you're from California, none of this will apply to you. You have different things that you carry around with you out there. And if you do happen to carry a gun in California, well, the police are mandated to give you 7 hugs before they actually try to do anything about it.
I don't have a gun, officer, but I have this.
I got you. Yeah, I will defend my brothers. I will defend the weak. I will pursue and fight evil so others may sleep. I am the sheepdog, protecting the night. Wolf hunters unite. Bring it on. It's time to fight.
Contrary to a lot of perception, the police are not out to take your guns. In fact, most of the police, if not every single officer I've ever met, is a big supporter of private citizens carrying firearms in whatever way is legal. There's probably a reason in the great nation of Texas, where a lot of people carry concealed weapons, the crime rate happens to be lower. So you're a legal firearms carrier, concealed in your vehicle, and you're driving down the road, jamming out to Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez. Okay, nobody that carries a firearm listens to that crap. Metallica, Danzig, Slayer, Motorhead. Anyway. And before you know it, your foot gets heavy on the accelerator, and the red and blues light up behind you, and crap, you're getting pulled over. Whether you have a gun or not, do us all a favor. Go to the right. Go to the right. Don't stop in the middle of traffic. Don't go to the left. Go to the right. Now, the first thing that you're going to need to do is just relax.
Ooh, God, I got a gun. I just got pulled over.
If you have your permit to carry, there's nothing to stress out about, honestly. I know that there's this sort of inherent thought that if I have a firearm, I'm going to make the police officer nervous, I'm going to make him uncomfortable. But the fact is, we're very used to coming in contact with people who have pistols on them and are carrying them legally. It's not a stress when someone is not threatening us with a firearm. So kick back, relax, and enjoy getting stopped by the police. Hey, how many desk pops have you done in here? The next thing is going to be to keep your hands visible. I know that you're going to want to get your insurance paperwork or your registration, any other paperwork that's appropriate to provide for the officer, but just pause for a second. Don't start reaching around right away for that if you have your pistol with you. Obviously, the police officers are going to see typically from behind you whether or not you're making furtive gestures, if you're moving around a lot. It's not uncommon to see someone reach over to the glove box to just grab their paperwork real quick if it's handy. But if your glove box is one of those glove boxes that when you open up, everything just comes falling out, just give it a second. Let us get up to the car, we can see your hands, and then we can watch where you describe where the paperwork is at, and you're going to go get it. As part of keeping your hands visible, that's the time when if you're coming in contact with law enforcement, that you're telling them, I have a weapon on me, and you disclose the location of that weapon. And that's just a courtesy. Some states require that you disclose that you are carrying your weapon if you are a concealed weapons holder. Some states do not. It is obviously courteous if you do tell, but you're not required, that's okay. But just keep your hands visible in any instance. Even if you're getting pulled over and don't have a weapon, it is nice as an officer to be able to see people's hands and know that there's no sudden movements happening. When you do tell the officer that you have a firearm, make sure you do it directly and verbally at a time that is appropriate.
I have a concealed carry permit. Hold on, I have a gun.
And lastly, allow the officer to guide the contact. They may ask you a few more questions. They may ask you to hand them certain things in certain orders, whatever is going to make them feel comfortable throughout the stop. But again, they're probably not very nervous around you because you're doing everything correctly.
Afternoon, sir. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Hey, how's it going, officer? Just so you know, I've got a CPL, carrying a gun on my right hip. I'm going to reach over and get my paperwork for you.
I appreciate you letting me know, sir. Thank you. All right, sir, just going to give you a warning today. Thanks for exercising your Second Amendment rights. America.
So as you can see, from start to finish, a traffic stop on someone with a weapon is really no different than someone without. It just adds in about 5 seconds. Seriously, as a police officer, when I do stop someone that has a permit to carry and they're not, I'm going to give them a hard time about it, because I think that if you have that right and you have the ability to do it, you should carry. You don't want to end up in a situation where you wish you had your pistol or your weapon, but you don't. Seek good training. Just don't go through the bare minimum training that it takes to get that permit and to carry it around. Go train with your weapon, become proficient with it, and not just pointing the gun at paper, but actually training under stress. Seek out good instructors, and we'll talk more about that in future videos. Thanks to Josh from BadgeCams and Full 30, Funker 530, Warfighter Tobacco. He's everywhere. And to my friends in California, you may have beaches and sun, but I've got guns. I've got guns.